Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I've got a very special treat for you. Holy crap, the thing is insane! I just went deaf in this parking garage. Alright, now we gotta dip. I thought today would be the perfect day since we're still waiting on the golf to get back from wrap. It will be done on Wednesday, so expect that reveal as the next video. But for now, I just thought I would go over my friend's wide body RS build that we did in depth, go over everything he's done to the engine. And so that's what we're gonna be doing today. So let's get right into it. Dude, that thing is insane. Race car mode. All right, guys, we're in Irv's RS today. What's good? How's it going?
What's going on?
He's got the 4-point harnesses. We'll get into all the mods. We're just gonna head over to the parking garage that I filmed my Golf R build overview, and we'll go everything in depth. So we're just gonna drive over there right now, get some cool footage of the spoolie boy and everything. Sounds like a turbo diesel, swear to God. Let's get rolling, let's go. He's our chauffeur today. Oh. Love the pops and bangs. Sounds so good. You gotta get this shit. The tunnel's the best part, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. All right, guys, we're here in the parking garage. We've got Irv's 2018 Focus RS in the limited edition Race Red colorway. So I guess we can start off with the wide body kit. If you haven't seen those videos, this is the Battle Arrow wide body kit, and it is made for the Focus ST, but we modified it to fit the RS. What wheels are you running for this wide body setup?
So I got Wet Sports SA 55M wheels. They're 19x9 with a 38 offset. They are 5x114, so I have to rock a conversion spacer because Ford has a great lug pattern.
Stupid lug pattern.
Super stupid lug pattern.
So if you see back in here, you can see the spacers that he's had to run. So without those spacers, the wheel will actually sit a lot farther in there, and that's the whole reason why he ended up doing the wide body kit. It's because the spacers buckled his fenders. So if he would have just gotten the right size wheels and not been, you know, a hot boy getting those real Wet Sports, we wouldn't have to do the wide body. But in the end, it was worth it. And the tire sizes, 275s all around?
275, 35, 19s.
Super grippy, boys. You've been able to fit all that meat under the fenders. And the 9-inch rim and the conversion spacers, you get pretty decent fitment on the kit, right? And only, you know, on the way over here, only minor rubbing.
Minor rubbing with 2 people in the car.
Minor rubbing with 2 people in the car. So when he usually drives it with only 1 person in there, probably no rubbing, no scrubbing, but you know, it kind of bumps and jiggles around here and there. And talk about suspension real quick. I think this is crazy. Most body kit people are, you know, most cars that do body kits, you'd say they're on coilovers or air suspension. And what are you on?
I'm on lowering springs. Steeda lowering springs. It's about 1 inch in the front, 1.5 inches in the rear.
It's pretty crazy. The only person I know that's done a body kit and has decent fitment on lowering springs, which is insane. What else do you have done to this thing on the exterior here?
So I guess arrow-wise, just to kind of make it look a little better, I did the triple R composites, front splitter, and side skirts. Along with that,
down here.
Along with that, I just did a red vinyl stripe, just add a little bit of a touch to it. And then I did the extra little vinyl just to give it accents on the front bumper.
Down here, this vinyl is not stock.
It's not stock, but didn't fit the greatest either, but it cleans up and it actually looks pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I think it adds a little aggressive look to this kind of vent here in the bumper.
For sure.
And then are these smoked?
Yeah, so those are smoked Laminix fog light protectors, basically. Because when I first bought the car, I shattered a fog light within the first 600 miles.
Oh, that's gnarly. So, didn't you hit a cat too?
I hit a cat as well.
Where's that?
That's this little mark right here. That bad boy.
Rad, and it shattered the splitter, didn't it? Or is this a new one?
No, this is.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there, huh?
Yep.
Dang. Don't hit cats with your cars, people. R.I.P. to that cat. Moment of silence. We have, I always make fun of them for these fake carbon fiber canards. They're fake carbon, right?
They're fake carbon.
Recorded here, fake carbon. But they add a nice little accent to the battle arrow fender here, just kind of like adding an extra little arrow piece up into the kit. And I think it ties the look together really nicely. And eventually he's gonna get those in real carbon because we ain't having this fake carbon shit. Actually, it looks pretty real, honestly. Honestly, it looks pretty real.
It's not too bad.
If I wouldn't have told you guys would have thought it was real, honestly. Unless you're like a carbon fanatic. And poking out here, I see you got a giant front mount intercooler, huh?
Yeah, it's the ETS 4-inch intercooler for the RS.
And then this back here. I know a lot of the ST and RS guys know what this is. They always color them. That's just an intake part for the...
It's just a ram air filter. It basically forces air into the air box.
Pretty rad. I don't know all this stuff. I own a Golf, so not as cool. Up on the windshield, we have a couple decals here, and then your banner, and that's just a satin black
vinyl
sun visor, so you don't have to pull the sun visors down. I think it looks super clean. Looks really nice with the stock gloss black roof on the RS. I think it looks so cool. Okay, so over here on the side, just matching up in the front, we have the R Composites side splitters running down below on the side skirts, and they have that red accenting vinyl that he did. And then you got the rain guards up here. What are these?
These are Wells window visors. I've always been a fan of window visors, so it's just always
sick.
It's always
They just
something
tied it together of like, I don't know if window visors can look aggressive, but I mean I think they add just that little kind of pop just on the side of the car.
They make them look clean. That's what I like about them.
I think it looks good. Oh, and we forgot about the tire letters. I guess they're super dirty. I'm sorry about that, guys. Pull them off. They're so dirty. What you got? Ford Performance tire lettering?
Ford Performance tire lettering.
And they just kind of stuck on. How long did those stay clean, do you think?
Honestly, no more than a month.
Now they're this nice, like camo brown shit color. But he keeps them on there because he wants everybody to know this ain't a garage queen. He drives it every day, even though it's not even his daily driver, but whatever. Okay, and then back here, I think the main part of the rear end of the Focus RS is this wing, which is exclusive to the RS, but all the ST boys be copying everybody and getting the RS wing on their STs. But tell me what you got done to the wing back here.
So basically I just got the wing risers for the wing. I think it adds a little bit more aggression, especially with the wide body. And then I got the BM spec little gurney flap up here. Comes with the diffuser, and yes, you got to make holes, but honestly I feel like it's one of the better looking and more aggressive ones on the market.
Oh yeah, it adds like that nice flare. Just makes the wing just so much more aggressive,
For sure.
I think. And you said you had to drill into this to install this?
Yeah, you got to drill into the actual wing itself to get these little diffuser things to settle in.
Honestly, it's worth it. Like, I love the little vents and everything that it adds. I think it makes the wing look so much more aggressive.
Yeah, I love it.
And you can see what the wing risers do. They kind of lift it off the body of the car and make it look so much more aggressive.
And with the wing risers, you can see the spoiler a lot more from the front end as well, which is what my main goal was, honestly.
Right, it kind of like pops it up even more, and you can kind of see it almost looks like a ladder back there, honestly. But that's pretty much everything on the exterior, unless we've got, we got the more of these little carbon, fake carbon flaps, just to add to the look to the wide body. I think they just tie up the look a lot nicer. And then
I also got the little accents in the rear bumper as well.
Oh, just like up in the front.
Just like up in the front.
The black vinyl inserts just on these body lines. It's usually just painted to match the rest of the car, obviously. But he just had these vinyl, and this was just like a kit. You didn't have this cut. It was a kit, right?
It was a kit I ordered. I forgot what the website was called, but
just some vinyl. You can probably find them. Just vinyl inserts for the Focus RS. But I think they just add that, like, they definitely accentuate that like aggressive body line on the rear and front bumper. And then back here, this diffuser.
Got a AirTech rear diffuser. I ordered in black. They sent me a blue one, and then I ended up wrapping it, and it worked out. And then I got the 5-inch exhaust tips on a agency power exhaust.
And does that go all the way back to the downpipes?
I got a catless downpipe, 3-inch catless downpipe. It's a Miltech. And then from there, it basically just goes from the cat back exhaust, because the cat's in the downpipe.
It's pretty much a straight pipe.
Straight pipe.
No cats.
No cats. No
resonators,
resonators. No mufflers.
It's insanely loud. honestly, I joke around a lot. This thing sounds like a Power Stroke diesel. It is, the turbo spool and everything is so loud. It's just honestly, like, I love the sound of this car. It's such a good sounding four banger. And then he's just got kind of various stickers here, just adding personality to the car. And if you're wondering his Instagram, I'll make sure to link it down below. Oh, hey, it's Irvin. Get this man to, I think you're at like, what, 400? He's got way too small followers for a wide body Focus RS like this one. We just got to boost him up there. But now let's get into the best part, the performance modifications. All right, now to the most important part, I think, of any car. Obviously not on mine because mine's all aesthetic, but we've got the engine bay popped open on Irv's RS, and he's gonna go over everything that he's done to this car.
So this car is basically full bolt-on aside from stock turbo. So I got the intake manifold, Turbo Tech Racing.
Finishing the raw aluminum.
Raw aluminum.
Looks so cool.
They have options to get different color, but I
think the raw aluminum just makes it pop.
I love the raw aluminum
it's
color.
The first thing you see when you open up the engine. It looks so good.
That's mainly the reason why I left my front mount that color too.
And I see you got a aftermarket intake.
Yep, it's a Mishimoto intake for the RS. I also got the small battery kit from Grim Speed. The Odyssey battery.
Small battery kit from Grim Speed. That looks sweet. I love that bracket. I think that looks so cool.
Yeah, it came out pretty clean.
And that saves a ton of weight, right?
Yeah, it shaves about 35 pounds.
35 pounds. That's wild. 35 pounds, because the stock batteries are massive.
Yeah,
I really like that kit. I think it cleans up the engine bay a ton.
It's pretty wild.
Super sweet.
And then I got all CPE intercooler piping. I got the exhale kit, so I was able to relocate the blow-off valve so I could rock a tile cube blow-off valve on this. Talked about before the 3-inch Miltech catless downpipe with the agency power catback exhaust. And then pretty much wraps it up right there. I got the Turbo Smart wastegate actuator as well, so I can hold boost reliably and not have issues on higher boost. It's capable of running E30, which is one of my tunes. I got a 91 and an E30 tune as well.
And are your tunes off the shelf, or are they custom done?
So they're custom done by JST Performance from Georgia. Brian Tyson, he's a good guy. He's pretty good. I have no complaints. He's straightforward, responds quick, and gets it done.
Pretty much any problems that you have with the car, you mention to him, and he can usually tune them out, right?
Basically, he can either tell me where the problem is or basically fix it with the tuning.
And me coming from a Volkswagen with the off-the-shelf tunes, I think having like a dedicated guy that you can contact and be like, hey, here's the problem I'm having with my car, and they can look at the data logs and kind of point out exactly what's going on. And the way you pull your data logs, you have the
I have the cob access
port, but he doesn't have it mounted in the car. He doesn't like the look of that, but he just uses the access port and uses that to log. He just uses that for data logs to send to his tuner, and that you can switch your tunes from that point with the cob access port, correct?
You can do it through the cob access port, yeah, and then if you want to switch between maps, you can just do it from the cruise control button on the steering wheel.
That's sweet. That's mapped out in there?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's rad.
So I got the Boomba Racing rear motor mount. And then I also have a CPE driver's side motor mount as well, which I consider a trans mount because that's basically what it's holding up. So
it just kind of stiffens up the whole engine, and
it definitely it makes a pretty big difference. I was surprised. I didn't think so, but definitely makes the shifts a lot crisper and the ride a lot smoother.
You got this Boomba oil stick, you know, because that adds like 100 million horsepower. Oh, yeah. That's finished in this anodized blue to kind of match all the other blue stuff on the RS. But that's pretty much it for the engine and performance mods. What would you say? I mean, you haven't dyno tuned the car, I know that. But estimated power, what do you think you're making with all the bolt-ons that you have?
Personally, I think I'm probably right around 400. Any video I've seen of, I guess, similar mod RSs on E30 are making around 390, 400 horsepower. So.
And that's to the wheels?
That's to the wheels.
That's awesome. And take that with a grain of salt. Again, we don't have this car dyno tuned, but from looking at what other RS owners are making that have dyno tuned with all these mods done, that's about what they're making. So we'll say estimated around 400 wheel horsepower, but maybe a dyno video soon coming to the channel. Get the RS dyno tuned.
Once I get a few extra parts, we'll see what happens. I want to try to
see what kind of power it makes on the dyno. That'd be pretty sweet.
See what the most we can squeeze out of the stock turbo.
Ooh. And future modifications for the engine. I know you're pretty much done with the outside, besides the, you know, maybe getting some better wheels that actually fit without adapters. So future modifications, now that you've pretty much done all the bolt-on modifications that you can, what plans do you have for the engine from here on out?
So I guess not necessarily engine-wise, but I also want to do a twin disc in here soon. I was thinking about the Clutch Master twin disc, and then I wanted to do cams, valve springs, retainers, and new head studs as well.
New head studs as well, not just be able to hold more power.
Yeah, hold more
For a
power.
bigger turbo.
Yeah, prepare for a bigger turbo, and it'll keep my head from lifting if we ever get to that point.
You don't want to lift the head. I don't know what that's going to do, but that doesn't sound very good. But that's pretty much it for the engine bay. Just a super clean engine bay setup. Let's move on to the interior and see what it's got going on in there. All right, we've got all of the doors open, even the hatch on the RS, and we're going to dive right into the interior. What do you want to start off with?
There's not much to it. I just got a harness bar, which is made by Cypher, and honestly, probably one of my favorite investments. It's pretty cool.
And that's so you can run these super cool looking 4-point harnesses.
Yeah, I got Cypher's 4-point harnesses as well.
And they just look super great with the, I love the seats on the RS. I think they're so cool looking.
Yeah,
and they're super comfy. The bucket seats on the RS, man, the stock bucket seats so much better than the Golf R. And obviously, you know, you would expect nothing less from Recaro. They're making the stock seats on the RS. On this one, you actually have tons of carbon options in here as well too, huh?
Yeah, all the limited editions come fully loaded, and they also come with carbon accents inside.
Yeah, carbon pretty much as far as the eye can see. I think it looks really, really cool in here. Definitely adds to that whole kind of street performance vibe, just with that kind of spice of track setup in there with the 4-point harnesses and the harness bar.
It just makes it fun.
Oh yeah, like just strapping into the 4-point harnesses when you get into this car. You got the RS bucket seats and you put the 4-point harnesses on. It's a good feeling, and then the car sounds amazing. It just adds that whole kind of race car vibe. So another thing I noticed in here is you have these short throw shifter. Who makes that?
Hurst.
Hurst makes the short throw shifter. Super, I don't know if that comes across the camera very well, but those are some notchy shift throws, and it feels super good. I love the shift knob.
Yeah, it reduces the throw by 40%. It comes with the little shifter plate for the front as well. So
he's always coming in here with the facts. He's got everything. I'm just looking at cool car stuff right now, but I don't know if that's coming across on the camera, but it's super nice throws. And then you also have this ginormous freaking rear view mirror. Got that JDM vibes, huh?
Oh yeah, I carried it over from the Evo Life, so
super nice. I like the look. It kind of just broadens the view of the rear view mirror, which is super nice, but also looks, I think, a lot better being that giant rectangle. But that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything: engine, interior, exterior. All right, guys, if you've made it this far to the end of the video, which I'm not sure if many of you do, I appreciate you guys. Let me go down below if you watch my videos all the way through. But I just realized I didn't film an outro. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are going to see this. I'm filming it on my iPhone, just looking at my editing setup here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun putting this video together for you guys. This RS is just so fun to film, makes all the fun noises that you want to hear from a car. And so I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all my content. It's going to be all a bunch of my friends' cool cars like this, as well as my golf. If that's your interest as well, there's going to be plenty more content coming for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.